Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's been a while I've done one of these videos. I'm back today with yet another comic book review. So the book that we are going to talk about today is Professor Ashwatthama. Uh, it's called Volume 2. I've done a review of the previous part of this story or this franchise. You'll find the link somewhere here and check out the video if you want to. So this is published by Cheeseburger Comics and it's the second installment in the Professor Ashwatthama storyline. So yeah, let's begin. So first of all, let's talk about the build of the book, the look and feel. So this is how it looks. The covers looking gorgeous, I would say. Really good artwork. It says Professor Ashwatthama, the title, and then we've got the name of the creator, Sahil S. Sharma. We've got the creators' names here as well. And then the name of the story, it says The Return of Lord Parshuram. It's a volume 2 which is mentioned here. And yeah, at the top, of epic proportions, Midday. So this is what Midday had to say about the previous installment of Professor Ashwatthama. We've got the logos of the publishers at the top. So on the left, the Right Order, and on the right, Cheeseburger Comics. And then if we look at the back, we've got another gorgeous piece of art here, and the logos again of the publishers. And Best Plot 2022, it says Ukiyoto Publishing. So that's what Ukiyoto Publishing had to say about the previous installment. And here you've got the price, 299 is the MRP. You should get it at some discount. And the ISBN, their Instagram handle, and the website address. All right, so we'll try and do a comparison of the size of this book. So if I compare it with, the previous installment, as you can see, it's kind of small in size. But let me tell you that this book was really big. So the previous book was, kind of taller, and at the same time, it had a little more width as well. But the size of this one, I would say, is I'll say it's smaller than a standard graphic novel. But then again, the size is pretty. I mean, it's really good to hold in your hands, and it's pretty comfortable to open the book and read through it. All right, so let's look at the internal pages. Let's talk about the artwork and several other aspects of this book. So here on the first page, you've got the names of the creators. So the creator and writer, Sahil Sharma. Illustration and color, Sambhav Sankla. He's done it from page 1 to 24. And from page 25 to 26, it's APL Zom. Color, Ujjwal Bhargav. Then again, he's done the coloring from page 25 to 56. Letterer, Ravi Raj Ahuja. Editor, Pooja Pant. Publisher, The Right Order. Co-publisher, Cheeseburger Comics. Covers, Sachin Kumar and Marco Mikhail. Cover title, Sachin Kumar. Graphic designer, Rudraksh. And then few names under special thanks: Dr. Manish Mandal, late Gulshan Raiji, Mr. Rajat Mishra, Mr. Arpit Jain, Mr. Vikas Savi Maheshwari. And then few other details about the publishing house and where is it located and stuff like that. And then the disclaimer, obviously, at the bottom. We turn to the next page. So there's this homage for Mr. Gulshan Rai. He passed away some time back. So this is a really nice thing to do. And then here we've got artwork by some of the readers. So this was a competition that was organized by Cheeseburger Comics. And yeah, people were asked to do fan arts of Professor Ashwatthama, the lead character. So this is by Prakash Bhagwant Balavi. This probably got the first prize, I guess. Yeah, it says winner. So I'm assuming this art got the first prize. And here's another one by Vikas Sehgal. Then you've got a little bit about what's the story and what's been going on so far in the story. And then from here, the story begins. So the story picks up from where the previous issue had left. It starts in Tibet. Now this place was also mentioned in the previous issue, and as the story progresses, you get to know the significance of it. So we get to see Professor Ashwatthama preparing the weapon that can be used in the battle against Ravan. And that's not for himself, but for the demigod Lord Parshuram. while Dr. DJ constantly annoys him by asking multiple questions, as she is finding it difficult to believe whatever is happening around her. Eventually, the battle ensues, and you will have to read the book to find out what happens next. That's the story. Anything more I tell you can turn out to be a major spoiler, and I do not want to spoil the fun of reading the story for anybody. I hate doing it. The story is engaging and moves at a well maintained pace. Once you pick the book up, I don't think you will put it down without finishing. It has doses of humor, although it is primarily an action oriented story. There are references to characters from Indian mythology, which adds depth to the overall proceedings. The artwork is generally good. The characters look like ones from an animated movie or a series. It's a little unconventional, and that's not bad all the time. Although, in a few panels, you might have to look hard to figure out what's happening. The coloring also looks nice. They have used a wider range of colors this time around instead of just three or four like last time. Although I had liked the experiment done with colors in the previous issue, I personally prefer this kind of coloring as it's closer to what we Indian comic book readers are used to. Having said that, there are a couple of things that I didn't like. Firstly, the look of Lord Parshuram. So, when he's battling Ravan, he's made to wear a golden body hugging suit, which, to be honest, looks a little dumb. They could have kept his original look throughout, and that would have looked more badass in my opinion. Also, in a few panels, there's a dark brown color tone used on his eyes, and I'm not sure why that is. I will try and pull up the picture so that I can show you what I'm referring to. So, if you look at these pictures here, you'll find a dark brown color on his eyes that basically prevents you from seeing the exact expressions on the character's face. The aggression, the rage would have been more evident in this image had the color on the eyes not been used. The lettering is cool, different color speech bubbles, have been used for the main characters, making it easier to comprehend who's saying the dialogues. You don't have to look at the arrow to find who is it pointing towards. The editing could have been sharper. I did find a few mistakes, and I'm talking about the English edition here. Also, the order of certain panels is quite abrupt. Let me go back to a page where I found this mistake. So, if you look at these three or four panels, this character takes out a hairpin, and then that hairpin gets converted into an axe, which he uses as the weapon. Now, when you look at these panels, it ideally should go this way. You look at this one, and then probably this one, and then this, and this, and this. But when you're looking at this page, really, you don't know which panel to look at first, this one or this one, or any of these three. So probably they could have used arrows here to make it more evident. The book is not finished yet, and there are some events towards the end of the story which kind of give you an idea of what's going to happen next. Some new characters might be introduced in the next issue, and the scale is going to get even bigger. The stakes are going to be even higher. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about this book. Towards the end, there was a blunder. Some pages were left blank, and this is a mishap which happened at the printer, is what we were told by Cheeseburger Comics on their official Facebook page. Well, the book has 64 pages overall with 56 pages of story, and it's sewn binding this time around and not staple binding. Now, because they had more number of pages, they could, do a spine as well. Overall, this book is a massive improvement over their previous book in terms of, how the book looks and the content inside. It's a pretty engaging read, and as I mentioned earlier, you would normally finish it in one sitting. So yeah, I like this book. I'm waiting for the next issue to be published. So that was my review of the book, guys. Let me know in the comments if you have read this book and how did you find it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself and bye.